Well, hello. This is UOAbigail, and I would like to welcome you to our third episode of FTB Inventions. And you may be wondering why we are out here in the middle of this island in the middle of nowhere. It's because, let me get out of this here real quick. It's because I jumped into a rabbit hole, so to speak, the other day, and my intent was to make a miner. Blah. Yeah, my intent was to make a miner, and yeah, we've got it built here, and it's currently working. Yeah, the rabbit hole was beset by many other rabbit holes in order to build these various components that were needed to construct this thing. I haven't really messed with industrial craft that much, so it was kind of a learning experience for me. But I've got one of these here RF to EU converters because I found that the Stirling generator is more efficient in generating power than this generator is. So yeah, anyway, I've got this thing pretty much fully upgraded except for the mining drill itself. In this mod pack, the diamond drill is insanely expensive, and I do not have the resources at the current time to build it. However, this thing has been running for a little while. I started out with 64 mining pipes, so we're down 14 levels, and of course we're doing the ore value scanner, which is 9 blocks in every direction, so we're getting everything that we can. So yeah, I went ahead while this was set up, and I explored a very large area, as you can tell, and brought back with me, let me get back to where we are, brought back with me some saplings and some seeds for some plants and a whole bunch of other stuff. I went ahead and dug up some clay while I was out and about. And yeah, I figured as long as I'm waiting here, I might as well grow some of these things, chop them down, and replant them, whatever. But in the meantime, I'm going to put this on hold because I've only got the one iron axe on me. I'm going to head back to our home, which is all the way up over here. You can see where I've cleared out a large section of the rainforest that was there, and you can see occasional torches are on the ground or whatever. But yeah, we're going to head back over there and maybe build another one of these, because I want to run multiples of these at the same time while I'm in any specific area, so this way I can get the maximum ore extraction efficiency as possible while I'm there. So I'm going to go ahead and head back, and I will meet you there. And we are back. All right. Yeah, part of that process of building the mining or the miner over there for industrial craft, I went ahead and built this induction smelter, which was required to make the refined iron ingots that were required for one component or another. I can't remember which. Oh, also I have apparently drained away all my experience that was up there. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I set this XP shower up, and this way I was able to get the specific number of levels that I needed for one thing or another, and I made another one of these hardened portable tanks so I can swap them out as I need. Also, I went ahead and I've never messed with this before, this UOA's workshop, and I have this set up to smelt. So I put the wood into here, and it automatically smelts it and deposits it over here. And I went ahead and expanded our storage a little bit because, yeah, we got quite a bit of stuff, mostly from clearing out the rainforest up above, all them saplings, and of course all this wood and coal, or charcoal rather. And let's see, over here, not much. Now back here I went ahead and set up a full enchanting room, which is part of why I had set up this XP shower back here, because I needed some levels, a specific number of them, to enchant. Where is it? Where is it? Did I put it in here? No, it's on me. Okay. This Fortune 2 diamond pickaxe. I didn't have a full enchantment room set up when I did it, but I did run across some diamonds, and I wanted to make the most of it as I could, so I went ahead and enchanted that pick with the Fortune 2, which, you know, it doubled the ore into diamonds, so that worked as well. Now this is the other rabbit hole I had to get into, making all of these industrial craft components, and in order to build the miner, the drill, and the OV scanner and all that stuff. And of course I've got almost all the components over here that were left over from that work. And I've got a crafting table up here just because. But yeah, this is kind of a little bit of a labyrinth now. But we won't be staying here for long. We'll be moving all of this stuff out and about, probably up above. I'll go ahead and head up there real quick where the area's been cleared out. And see, I planted a couple of those rainbow eucalyptus. I plan on using the wood from it for something or other at some point. So I do want to have enough saplings around to do that with. But yeah, I'm going to wind up building something up here. I'm not sure what yet. But yeah, this is a pretty large area that I've got cleared out. And I do think that building something up here will, like right in here especially, since it's already kind of a dugout area, would be perfect. So yeah, I'm going to build something here, if not this episode, within the next couple episodes anyways. So yeah. Anyway, I figured today we would spend mainly making that second miner, so this way we can have a double the efficiency. And I think I want to set up some kind of automatic tree farm, because yeah, we're getting a lot of wood chopping these things down and clearing out this area, chopping those down, etc. But I want it to have a constant supply of charcoal, because them miners are going to need the charcoal at least until I convert to a better power source. So yeah, I want to set up an automatic tree farm, so to speak. So I think that'll be our first project for today. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on gathering up the components, and we will build that. Alrighty, I believe I have everything in this chest that's required to build both the planter, the harvester, and to set up all the pipe work, etc. So let's go ahead and grab all this and see if I am correct. So we need the planter, and we now have the planter. Now we need the harvester. And yes, we have both the harvester and the planter made. Alright, now we have to decide exactly where we want to build this thing. Now, I had considered building it out on the ocean somewhere. This way we could just build a platform for it, and it would just be on its own and it wouldn't interfere with any of the terrain, because I got these upgrades for it. A radius increase of 4, which means like if I set the planter here, it's going to count 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 is the general area of the planter. But if you do a radius increase of 4, it's going to add 4 on that side, and 4 on this side, and 4 on that side, and 4 on that side. So instead of it being a 3 by 3, it becomes an 11 by 11. And whenever you're growing trees and stuff like that, and the harvester's sharing the leaves off of it at night, it can create spawnable area due to the darkness on a flat surface that's opaque. So if we build it out there somewhere, any mobs that spawn will just pop off into the water and probably not wander over here. However, I don't know if I want to do that, or if I want to go ahead and put it up there and see if I can't manage to shine enough light on it to prevent spawn. So let's go ahead over here and check out the area just to see if we can find an appropriate place to build it over here. If anywhere, definitely right over here. But if I'm going to move that portal up there, that means that I can't have the edge of it any farther than here. So we'll leave that blank, give that a gap. So assuming that we were going to place it here, let's see if I got any blocks on me. No, I do not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it would be to there. Now we can put it here temporarily if nothing else. So I'm going to go ahead and start terraforming this area, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Alrighty, we've got this area pretty well leveled out. If I'm going to place a planter, this is the center part. I'll place a planter down here, throw a dirt block on top of it, and I'll place the harvester here facing the planter. I'll install the upgrades and get the pipes wired in. So let's go ahead and get this started. Put the planter down there, and we'll install the upgrade, and we'll go ahead and throw some dirt on top of it. Then we're going to place the harvester. I think we face the back of it when placing it. Yes, we do. Okay, I'll still need to put a chest or something there to collect the items, so I do not have everything that I need to build this, but it's enough to get started. So I went ahead and picked up a few things while I was there. First thing we're going to do is we're going to place our chest there. So this way any items that it harvests will be forced into the chest. So we will no longer need that torch in that position. So we'll just go ahead and throw it over there for now. Alright, now we're going to need to put down some of these better barrels. We're going to need some of our item ducts to start with. And we are going to place one there. And we'll go ahead and dig down below it and place one there. And we're going to connect them. There we go. So this will be only for saplings. Saplings will be the only thing that will go in here. Now, to ensure that that happens, we're going to go ahead and fill up every slot with saplings and not allow the stack to be consumed. So therefore only saplings can go in there. That's going to leave one in every slot. Now we're going to go ahead and throw a servo on here to pull our items. And we're going to set the servo to always be active. Now the next thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to set up our barrels. Alrighty, after a little bit of rethinking and reorganization on this thing, we have our harvester. We'll harvest our items, go into this chest, the servo will pull it out, and if it's a sapling it will go here. Then they will be pulled from here, which I have to turn this one on, and feed down here, and it's still connected there, and I do not want it connected there because that'll feed up into the furnace. So therefore this one right here has to go. Alright, so anyway, like I was saying, yeah, see, it fed some of them into it, but that's fine. It's going to wind up making like wood ash or something like that. Anyway, any saplings that come into here, we'll take them out of here, we'll throw them in here. They should feed into here. So we will see, yep, there they go. And then they get pulled from here and sent back to the planter back there. Now any apples will wind up going along this route into this barrel over here. Any wood, pardon me, will go into this one here. And I do not have this servo turned on yet either, do I? Let me get over here real quick. And I'll have to cut a few of these leaves to get in here. Now, I do not have a servo on there yet. Okay, so we'll throw a servo on, and we'll turn that one on. That should start feeding them into this furnace. And we will see, there they go. Alright, excellent. Now we'll throw one charcoal into here and see where it goes. It'll either feed into here or into the furnace, one or the other. And it went into the furnace. So the furnace is now going to start making charcoal. And its servo is already turned on and will feed either into the Stirling generator or up into this barrel up here. and it went into the Stirling generator. So we'll go ahead and throw a bunch of this into the Stirling generator just as a seed to get it going. So now it's going to start harvesting everything, provided we are connected to the power supply, which I am not sure the harvester is even connected. Let's find out. And no, it is not connected. So we will go ahead and connect the harvester to the power supply, if we can find room. Yeah, we'll have to redirect this pipe, because we need to take this one down and we need to connect to here. So we'll do that in a minute. But first, we'll go ahead and reconnect that one. Then we'll take our power supply and connect it. There we go. Yes, there it goes. It's harvesting. And we'll have to figure out something to do with the sludge. We may have to take the sludge. I don't know if I can take it out of the top or not, because we are pretty much out of sides with this stuff. This will be a lot easier when we can upgrade our pipes to Ender IO, because you can fit more of them in a single block. But for now, this will do the job. We've already got an apple, and I'm sure we've gotten some saplings and such. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let this run for a little while and see what happens. Alrighty, well, it quickly filled up with sludge, so I built this sludge boiler, and I've got it attached back here by the planter. And we're going to throw on an item duct with a servo that has been activated, and we're going to go ahead and route items out this way. We'll throw a chest down here in just a minute. We'll go ahead and grab some of that real quick, and we'll go ahead and make a chest, crafting table first. And we will place this chest right there, and we will run the item duct to that. And we want to make sure we don't interact with anything else. And we want to take it to there, and we'll have to disconnect that. And then we will also have to disconnect that one. Make sure no items went in there. Excellent. So that is connected. Now all we have to do is hook up this fluid duct, and it will start siphoning off the sludge from our... Grab a block here real quick, as we've got this sludge in here real quick that's filling that up. And these pipes should be pretty well filled up to this point anyways. So let's go ahead and attach the fluid duct, and we should see the sludge disappearing. Yes, it's gone, which means that this is going to take these leaves out much quicker. And we should start seeing items appearing in here shortly. Let the sludge boiler do its work. Make sure it's doing its work. Take out some more of this dirt so we can get down here. Ah, there we go. So yes, it is working. Excellent. So, as it stands right now, I do believe this contraption is fully functional. We've got a full load of charcoal here, bunch of oak logs up there, and this should be, yes, it is full. So we'll start getting charcoal staying in this barrel over time. Now, the next upgrade I'll be doing will be to remove this furnace and replace it with a alloy smelter, so that this way it can run off energy and stop wasting as much of the charcoal that it's doing right now. But for now, this is going to do the job. So I do believe I will call this project pretty much finished. I'm just going to go ahead and seal this up to where we can walk around on it and not be affected. Now, if I'm correct, that sludge boiler is below the earth deep enough to where if we walk and not fall over here, we should not be affected by it while it is running. And we can just stop by here and pick up whatever items that it happens to generate for us. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and seal this up, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Alrighty, this is all sealed back up. I went ahead and filled in underneath again, so this way we don't have any spawn down there. And yeah, this is up and running, generating our charcoal. We'll have extra logs around. Saplings will eventually start filling up, and we will never run out of apples. So yeah, this project's done. Time to do something else. And I think actually I want to skip working on the next mining, or the next miner rather, and I want to start working on this equal exchange. Let me look up real quick. And for this we're going to need to make the calciner, the aludel, the glass bell, the research station, and I don't know if this augmentation table, it says work in progress or work in process, whether it's functional or not, but we may go ahead and build that as well. So for the calciner, it's real simple. We just need some stone and some iron. We got all that kind of stuff back at our base area. So we'll go ahead and head back there real quick, and we'll build these, and we'll find some place to set this up. We'll probably go ahead and just dig out a little room for it right now, and when we get to moving up there, we'll move everything there. Alrighty, we have this area dug out, and I went ahead and placed down the aludel base, and I'm assuming this glass bell goes on top. Yes, it does. Alright, and we will need to put our, where is it? I know I built some, oh, there it is, the calciner. And we'll go ahead and place that right there. Alright, I'm not too sure if this is broken or not. According to, there should be a recipes thing here, but it's not showing up. And since I don't have compressed cobblestone for me to check it via that method, an iron ingot says it has an exchange value of 256, which should give you one of the dust, the green dust. So we're going to try a gold chest with an exchange value of over 18,000 and see what it does. If it gives us just plain ash, then the system is broken and we will not be using it. Ah, it did give us stuff, the minium dust. Alright, so apparently they've edited the amount, and it's no longer 64 or anything above 64. Apparently 256 still gives you just one dust. Alrighty, we're going to attempt to make the Alchemicon, which requires a book in the top slot and a perfect use for this dust. There we go. No known transmutations. Alright, I imagine that's what that table is for. So we'll go ahead and make that table real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, it turns out that we need the research station in order to proceed. So we're going to go ahead and teach this book as much stuff as we can. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the basic cobblestone, and we'll go ahead and go through that. And of course it's going to destroy the cobblestone. But yeah, we'll go ahead and teach it all this stuff and go from there. Alrighty, we are now making ash-infused stone, which we're going to need to create our alchemical tablet. It takes 9 of them, and we'll probably be placing it right here, although I could place it on this side. I'm not exactly sure yet. Maybe we'll just go ahead and place it right here. We can always destroy it and move it later. But as far as it goes, these are all the items that I have taught the book so far. So our one ender pearl, we can now make more. So yeah, that'll come in handy for Ender IO definitely. Oh, that's nifty. Hello. Alright, anyway, we'll go ahead and dig out a space for these real quick. Yeah, I had a small crash whenever I tried using this book, and I had exactly enough items to fill this up. The arrow appeared, and when I clicked to go to the second page, there was nothing here, and it crashed the game. So I loaded it back up, and I taught it a few more items, and now it's not crashing, so that's a good thing. One more. Okay, we are done. And I learned, by the way, I learned this from Direwolf 20's tutorial video, and if I remember, I will place a link in the description to his video. I give him full credit because, like I said, I've never messed with this mod before. I've never tried it. In fact, this is the first time I'd ever heard of it, was whenever I downloaded this mod pack. So he said you had to hit V to enlarge, and then right click, and then I think you click it with your tablet. No. Shift click. No. There we go. Shift click it itself. Alright. Now we place our book up here, and then we can begin exchanging. So for 4 clay with an energy value of 256, we can get any of these items. So assuming that I wanted to turn clay into eggs, okay, we can take, and we'll get what, 8 eggs? 8, yeah, okay, boom, there we go, 8 eggs. Or we can turn it back into 4 clay. So that's basically how that works. So yeah, that's going to come in very handy. Alright, well anyway, I do believe we have approached the end of the episode. Let's go ahead and go out there real quick and check on the tree farm, see how it's doing during the time whenever I was working on all this equivalent exchange stuff. It's been running in the background, and I have no clue how much we may have over there. And yes, I'm going to have to build some kind of a road or something to get there, because right now I'm having to hop and skip and jump all the way to where I'm going. But we should have quite a bit built up here. 3 stacks of coal, 14 stacks of wood, and this thing's pretty full. And it's running, and oh yeah, we've got quite a bit. In fact, we've got some soul sand. Nice. And some podzol, and some mycelium, and some red sand. So yeah, very productive episode, I would say. Do want to thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I do look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, this is UOAbigail saying have a great day.